In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 reasons that almost made me quit YouTube, the consequences of that for my channel, and what I'm going to do to move past this. Hi guys, Rosana here. Thank you for joining me today. You're here because you want to connect with people that are as obsessed as you about traveling, history, and money. Usually I talk about those topics in this channel, but today I want to make a transition video. I want to talk about the things that made me stop YouTube for a while, what that means for the channel, and what new things I'm going to experiment with to move past this. I am homesick. So I traveled to Colombia a few months ago and I'm having a hard time adjusting back to my life here in New York. I don't understand why it's taking so long or why it's happening now. Why it didn't happen during my first year here, or my third year, or my 5th year, but it's happening now, 7 years after. I don't get it. I know it's not only about the coffee, or the food, or the people, or the culture in general. It's something that goes beyond that. But it's difficult. It takes a lot of effort and energy for me to focus on my present and my future here. So I felt that I needed to wait a little bit in order to feel better and to shoot videos like with a smile and feel me happy. I know that, but that meant that I didn't post videos in a long time, and because of that I lost some subscribers. So what I'm going to do about it? I was checking Roberto Blake's channel. He's a YouTuber that teaches YouTube, and I was looking through his stuff in order to find motivation or the tools to go back to YouTube. And he said something really important. He said that you cannot flip a switch and feel happy or motivated, but you still need to do the things that you need to do regardless of how you feel. He also says that discipline and routine are things that will help you to get the things that to get things done. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to shoot videos and work on YouTube in general first thing in the morning before going to work. And that would mean that the lighting is not going to be perfect. I'm going to take a shower and then shoot the video while my hair gets dry a little bit. Some days I might be nostalgic or a little bit sad or something, and I'm going to try to shoot shorter videos. I'm going to experiment with that, and hopefully I will be uploading more often. I really hope that the information that I can share here, that we can talk about, is important enough or interesting enough or practical enough for the information to outweigh the challenges. Yeah. Second, I haven't had enough time. So guys, I have been extremely busy with work, busy with the college, busy with my personal activities. So for example, I'm a speech therapist and I have a 9-to-5 job. What would be a 9-to-5 job? But in reality is more like 8 to 8 job or an 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. job. Because I go to work, but then I come home and I have to work some more on the computer. And even on the weekends, I'm busy with paperwork and more work-related activities. So in addition to that, I'm studying at Hunter College because I would like to teach English as a second language. And also, I traveled to Boston, Daytona Beach, and Colombia. And I attended some events. I met Matt from Nomadic Matt. I met Christopher from Lessons Learning Abroad. I met Rachel from Rachel's English. And I met Pierre or Piero from Mi Viaje a Nueva York. So I have footage of all of that, but I haven't had the time to edit any videos or to post them or upload them or promote them in social media. So the result of that, in addition to not posting, losing subscribers, is that I lost my channel's Facebook account. It's just not there. I don't have the option. I don't even have the option to recover it. It's just gone. Twitter is still active, but the Facebook thing was a huge loss. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to follow Roberto Blake's advice. He says that when we feel that we don't have the time to do the activities that are important to us, we should prioritize them, put them in our calendar, and automatize them when we can. So I'm going to try all of that, and I'm going to tell you guys if that worked for me. Third, I might not travel in a while. So guys, with speech therapy and Hunter College, I don't think I'm going to have time to travel in a long while. The topics of my channel are traveling, history, and money. But all of those topics have been touched or talked about in the context of New York. For example, I have visited some must-see places in the city. I have talked about the history of Governor's Island, and I have talked about grocery prices here in New York, among other things. So it would make sense to change the name of the channel to Life in New York or New York and me or something like that. But the reality is that there are many more topics that I would like to talk about. For example, I have read some books that I had really liked, and I would really like to talk about them in the channel, to connect with people, to have conversations about them with people in our community. But because they are not travel related, I haven't done that. For example, I have this book, Raising Strong, by Brené Brown. I really like this book. It's more about like personal development, emotional intelligence, but I think we could really have like really interesting conversations about this topic. Also, I would like to talk about teaching English or learning English as a second language. And this is a book that we have read in one of our classes, and it has like also again like interesting information that I would like to ask you guys about or talk with somebody about some of the things that are here. Also, I would like to talk about history in general, history of different cities, different countries, different periods of time, and yeah, I would like to talk more about this. And also, I would like to talk about my job. I would like to talk about speech therapy and answer some of the questions that parents have asked me over and over again. So for example, how can I stimulate my child's speech or language? What activities can I do with them? Or my child is very active, he doesn't focus on one activity for more than a few seconds. What can I do about it? So I would like to talk about some of the ideas that are in this book and talk about my own experience as a speech therapist and the 7 years that I have been doing this. Those are just some of the things that I would like to cover in my channel. What can I do about it? So Roberto Blake says that if you choose only one topic, you're going to limit yourself. You're going to paint yourself into a corner, and then that is going to affect your creativity. So I think I'm going to give it a try and include some of these topics that I'm interested about and that I'm curious about, and I would like to have conversations with the people in our community about those. So I'm going to change the name of the channel. I'm going to find a name that includes all of those topics, or like learning in general, and that conveys the idea also that we are like getting together in order to learn. We're kind of like networking with people that are interested in learning these topics. And when I do that, I'm going to create another Facebook account, another email address, and I'm going to change the Twitter username, and I'm going to start shooting videos in this new style. So in the comments section below, guys, tell me what would be a good name for the channel. How would you like my channel or our channel to be named? So please let me know your thoughts about it. So that's it for now, guys. In the description below, I'm going to include all the websites of the people that I mentioned today. And thank you so much for being there, for remaining there throughout this month. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.